Hey out there and welcome. I'm Kate and I'm glad that you're joining me today. So a couple of days ago, I had a small accident in the kitchen involving a chef's knife. So I have prepared for you today a standing, mostly hands-free practice. So if you're looking for something to keep weight off of your hands and your wrists because of issues, then this is the practice for you. Grab a couple of blocks and a blanket if you want them. If you know they make you more comfortable in your movement, that's great. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's get moving. All right, so we're gonna stand up. So go ahead and come onto your feet. And take a second here and you're just gonna kind of walk in place. I know it seems silly, but just to get some awareness down into your feet. If you're feeling like you need to let out some, you can stomp your feet a little bit, make some noise, but you certainly don't have to, right? And then you're gonna come with your feet underneath your hips-ish, hips underneath your shoulders, shoulders underneath your dome. Roll your shoulders in a couple of circles. And then settle in for a moment and just take a second to close your eyes. And start to feel your feet on the mat, the ground underneath you. And as you press down through your feet, lengthen up through the top of your head. So you stand a little taller here, right? They call this mountain pose because mountains are rooted in the earth, but also rocket up into the clouds. So you've got this place between the two. Bring your palms together for a moment with those eyes still closed and bow your head. And then with your chin still dropped to your chest, take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Feel the tips of your shoulder blades draw in toward each other, and then feel your knuckles drag down toward the floor. And while you're here opening through your collarbones, give your head a little shake side to side. That's it. And then bring your chin back through the middle. When you inhale, you're gonna lift your head, take your arms, reach them out and all the way up to the sky, and you're gonna interlace your fingers overhead here, and then flip your palms up toward the ceiling. Feel the tops of your shoulders relax down, and then press gently up through the heels of your hands. As you squeeze your upper arms in toward your ears, give your head a little shake here, side to side. You're gonna push a little bit more up through that heel of your right hand. And then switch, push a little more up through the heel of your left hand. And then both heels of both hands press up. When you exhale, you're gonna dive forward. Nice, easy swan dive. Soften your knees at the bottom. So you're gonna give yourself a nice, easy bend through the knees. Grab opposite hand to elbow and just let yourself sway a little bit side to side. And if there's some super tension in your knees and you need a little more support, you can bring your hands to the floor or on the blocks as you work this way. Then you're just going to start to gently press through the four corners of your feet. Feel your kneecaps lift so your quads engage. Arms still just kind of dangling, head still just kind of dangling. Let the backs of your legs start to lengthen out here. Then inhale, slide your hands to your shins. Lengthen halfway. When you exhale, fold right back over your legs. Inhale. Press into your feet, reach down, out, and then up. Come all the way up to stand, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, dive right back down over your legs. Hands to your shins, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale and fold. Keep those legs strong and steady. As you inhale, you're gonna ride your breath all the way back up, Urdhva Hastasana. One more time. Fold down, dive over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and release. Press into those feet. Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale. Reach it up when you get to the top. Grab that right wrist with your left hand. Pull up through your right side and lengthen over to the left. You can take your gaze down to the floor or up, straight ahead, whatever works. Inhale up through the middle, and we're gonna switch. Left wrist in that right hand. Find some length as you press through your left foot.
Inhale, reach it up again. When you exhale, you're gonna sink your hips, come into Utkatasana chair pose. I'm gonna flip myself around so I can actually move around on my mat. You can stay right where you are at the top of your mat. From Utkatasana, you're gonna interlace your fingers. Keep your hips dropping low, but feel your knuckles drag back, your chest lift, inhale. When you exhale, you're gonna dive forward, fingers still interlaced. Drag your knuckles back, away from your ears. Release those hands. Inhale again, halfway lift. Exhale and let it go. Ride that in-breath, come all the way up to stand. And bring your hands into prayer. Okay, so you're gonna shift your weight onto your right foot and pull your left knee in. And just find your balance here. If your ankle is a little wobbly, it's cool. Just let it wobble. It's all good. Your muscles are working to keep you upright. So it works, right? And then from here, we're just gonna take a simple step back with this left foot. Big old step, back of the mat. Whew. And then slowly, with as much control as you can, I'm gonna lower this back knee to the mat. And if you want a blanket under that knee, that's cool. Go ahead and grab it. Inhale, take your arms, reach them up. Keep those back toes tucked. Anjaneyasana, as you soften your shoulders, feel the sides of your body lengthen up. Inhale. And when you exhale, you're just gonna take your torso forward and sweep your arms back. Inhale, come up through Anjaneyasana. This time when you exhale, hands free, Ardha Hanuman. You're gonna push into your right foot, pull your hips back. As you straighten that right leg, sweep your arms back. Inhale, come back through Anjaneyasana, sink your hips, lift your chest. Keep that front knee bent as you exhale, bow your torso forward, sweep your arms back. We're gonna do this a couple of times. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman, slide your hips back. Inhale, Ardha or Hanumanasana here. No, I mean Anjaneyasana. Exhale, chest forward, reach your fingertips back. One more half splits. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep it back, straighten that right leg. Inhale, come on back up. Bring your hands to prayer as you exhale, staying in your lunge. Gonna take this left elbow. Sweep it around to your right knee. Feel your low belly lift. Press that right hand firmly into the left as you roll your right shoulder open. Inhale, we're gonna come back through your Anjaneyasana. Hands come to prayer. Back toes are still tucked. If they've come untucked, that's cool. Tuck them again. We're gonna lift the back knee. Step forward onto your right foot. Pull your left knee in. All right, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, left foot next to the right and fold Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and let it go. Press the floor away. Rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale. And hands down through prayer. Okay? Same thing on this left side. Gonna shift your weight into your left foot. Feel the floor underneath you. You can find a gaze point out in front. And then draw your right knee in. Here we go. You can embrace the wobble a little bit. This left ankle is wobbling just as much as the right one did. And we're gonna take this right foot now and step it back to the back of the mat. So we're here in our high lunge. You know what's coming, so lift your low belly in, and with as much control as you can, we're gonna lower this back knee down. Back toes can stay tucked if possible. Inhale, reach those arms up, Anjaneyasana. When you exhale, torso comes forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, come on back up, Anjaneyasana. This time, Ardha Hanuman, press into that left heel, drag your hips back, fingertips sweep back behind you. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, knee stays bent, but we're just gonna slide your chest forward, give a squeeze to the shoulder blades. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Ardha Hanuman on your exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, torso bows forward. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. Back through your Anjaneyasana. Hands come to prayer. Low belly stays lifted as much as you can. You're gonna take this right elbow to the outer edge of your left knee. Press your left hand into your right as you roll open. Try to stay long to the sides of your neck. Inhale, back through center, reach it up, Anjaneyasana. Your hands can come down into prayer. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Gonna step back into your left foot, draw your right knee in. Inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, drop that right foot next to the left and fold, Uttanasana.
Give yourself a moment here to sway gently side to side. That's it. Here we go. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, reach. When you exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, find that extension through the sides of your body. Exhale and just let it go, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And fold again. We're gonna come all the way up to stand. Press through your feet. Come all the way up. Hands to prayer. Shift your weight again onto your right foot. Pull your left knee in. And this time you're gonna take your left ankle, hook it over the top of your right thigh. Find nesting pigeon. Let your hips sink back. Try to stay as relaxed as you can. Notice if panic starts to set in. See if you can breathe into it. All right, here we go. We're gonna move slowly through Warrior Three. And then crescent lunge, step back. Inhale, reach those arms up. When you exhale, sink a little deeper down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, you're just gonna bow your torso forward for one nice, easy kind of launch pose. Inhale, come on up. When you exhale, Warrior Two, open. So now your right thigh might be having a little bit of a conversation with you. Starting to work a little bit, it's all good. We got this. To the tops of your shoulders, soften down. Take your gaze over that right hand. And breathe. We're skipping our chaturangas today. We're skipping a lot of upward facing dog kind of stuff. So this is where what is that expression? Where the rubber meets the road? This is it. Right here. Couple more breaths. And press into that right foot, straighten your leg. Oh, Trikonasana. Come out and over. You can let your right hand rest on the top of your shin there. Left hand can come to your hip if you want it to. Let it stretch straight up. Whatever works for you. Just kind of work yourself into it. Notice if your ribs pop out a little bit, if your hips are weird. Just see if you can kind of find a place that feels good to hang out. You're gonna reach through these left fingertips. Inhale, come all the way up. Keep your right leg straight, flip your front palm. Reach up and stretch back. Reverse Trikonasana. Inhale, come back up. As you exhale, Warrior Two. All right, from here, we're gonna pivot onto the ball of the back foot, sweep your left arm forward.
Oh, crescent lunge. It's a long one, so you may need to hop that back foot in a little bit. Here we go. Shift your weight forward. Hands come to prayer. Nesting pigeon. Fingers crossed. Come all the way up. And sweep your left ankle to the top of your right thigh. And breathe. Inhale, reach your arms up. Drag that left knee a little higher into your chest. Exhale, left foot next to the right. And fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And let it go. Press into your feet. Come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. And then hands come back down through prayer. Here we go. Gonna shift onto your left foot. Pull your right knee in. And then take your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Start to take your weight back, 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 behind you. And breathe. One side always feels a little more steady than the other, so just notice. Warrior 3, slow and easy. We're not going to stay here too long, but try to find the pose, and then crescent lunge. Feel your weight sink down into your feet. Take your arms, reach them up. Inhale. Exhale, you're gonna bow your torso forward, sweep those arms back. Keep that extension through your right heel. Inhale, come up through your crescent. Exhale, open. Find warrior 2. Adjust your feet how you need to. Then it's the same idea here. We're gonna hang out for a little while. So just take a moment, kind of feel your body in space, your hips, your arms. If you need to bring your hands to your hips, it's not always about like how boot campy we can get with this, right? Take a break when you need it. And breathe. Yeah, this is our chaturanga today. This is it. This is way more fun than chaturanga, just saying. Okay? Okay, Trikonasana. Straighten that left leg. Come out and over. Find your triangle. You can take your top hand to your hip. Roll that right shoulder open for a moment. And again, play with kind of your ribs in space. You can kind of puff into the right side, then sink into the right side. Feel what feels good in your body today, right? Because it might be different from what you needed yesterday. But enjoy this pose for another couple of breaths. Yeah, you're gonna reach through those right fingertips. Slowly make your way up. Left leg's gonna stay straight. Flip your left palm. Reach it up and stretch back. Little reverse Trikonasana. So we get some space in this left side. Inhale, come on back up. As you exhale, warrior 2. We're back. And then we're gonna pivot on the ball of your back foot and windmill your right arm around. Maybe not so vehemently, that almost threw me off course there. I mean, you can be vehement, I guess, if you want. Okay, here we go. Soft shoulders, hands to prayer. Shift your weight into your left foot. We're coming forward into our nesting pigeon. Take one step, take 101 steps. It doesn't matter. Come on forward. And slide that right ankle on the top of your left thigh. And breathe. Press into that left foot. Come up to stand. Drag your right knee in. Take your arms up. And then exhale, right foot down next to the left. And fold. Uttanasana. And give yourself some time here. Here we go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale, find that extension up through your ring fingers. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips. Utkatasana. So you're gonna take your feet and start to kind of widen them out. Maybe to the edges of the mat, toes open, heels in. We're just gonna start to slowly negotiate our way down into a squat pose. So you can find Malasana here. If you want to drop your chin to your chest, take a moment, shake your head. If this feels terrible, you can grab your blocks and sit up on your blocks. Make it work, right? Make it work for your body. Blanket underneath your heels if your heels don't touch the floor. Okay, from here we're going to drop your butt and roll all the way back. And pull your knees in and rock a little bit side to side. Yes, take your arms out to the sides and let both knees drop over to the right. You can use your right hand if you want on the top of your knee. If you're sticking with our no hands, then don't use your hands. Then start to roll your left shoulder down to the floor. You can take your gaze to the left. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale, drop those knees over to the left. You can use your left hand if you want on your legs. Let your right shoulder drop down. Slide your head to the right. And bring yourself back up through the middle. Draw your knees in. You're going to take them wide. And rock here. Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you want to find a happy baby. Suppose we could use our hands for that. Let your breath slow down. And then draw your knees in and take a moment here. So you can do any version of Shavasana that you'd like. Maybe since we were standing for most of the practice, a legs up the wall would be fun. So let's do it. So you're gonna find a wall. If you don't have a wall nearby, don't get yourself up in a tizzy. Just lay out, it's all good. We're gonna take a moment, nothing too long, but maybe if you're near a wall, one hip to the wall, swing those legs up. If you got a couch or a chair nearby, legs on the couch, legs on the chair, whatever gets your feet higher than your heart. And we're just gonna close your eyes and relax here. And breathe. And revel in the fact that there is nothing else to do but to relax and to breathe. And if your mind starts to wander, or if you need to shift or adjust, allow yourself to do that, and then see if you can settle back into the rhythm of your breath. You are absolutely free to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to come out, you can start to move your fingers, your toes. If your legs are up the wall, you're going to bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together. If you're in a traditional Shavasana, just draw your knees in, take a moment. And then if you're here in this Supta Baddha Konasana, bring your knees together, roll to one side, and pause. There's no rush. What's waiting can wait. And press into the strength of your arms. And come on up. Comfortable seat time. And take a moment to settle in. Remembering that mountain pose from the beginning of class, you can feel the ground underneath you and the sky above. And here you are in this place between the two, taking up space. Bring your palms together to Anjali Mudra and bow your head and take a moment to honor your practice today, to honor your body and your breath, your hands, your wrists, and your fingers, and for their ability to rest today. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Please comment, let me know what you think, like, share. The best thing you could do to support this free content is to subscribe, so do it. I will see you again soon.